Yes, I've swapped my very good-looking attire for this onesie overall because I just found out today that there's actually something you've got to do to a surface before you start painting. I thought it was like ready, steady, paint, but apparently it's not so. And that's why Bennum van Jaarsveld from Dulux is joining me this morning in order to tell me exactly what you need to do to a surface before you paint it. So there is
That's
actually
like you said, yeah, it's a really important step before you get onto any paint project.
Yeah.
And the most crucial to have a successful paint project, which is preparation.
So wat presies moet mens doen? So ek weet daar's verskillende oppervlaktes waaroor ons gepraat. So kom ons begin by die begin.
Enige oppervlakte wat jy gaan verf moet voorberei word sodat die verf daaraan kan vasklou en dat jy weet dat jou projek gaan hou en langdurig gaan wees.
Ja. En wat sal gebeur as mense byvoorbeeld nie dit doen nie?
Ja, die verf, jy sal sien na 'n paar maande of selfs na 'n paar weke en beslis na 'n paar jaar gaan die verf aftop. So daai verf gaan nie aan die oppervlakte vassit nie.
Okay, cool. So I think it's time you show us exactly how you do it. Starting off, you've got wood there for that.
Well, yeah, look, your surface is wood. So any wood you need to prime with wood primer.
Any wood, right?
Any wood, yeah.
Okay.
So also any previously painted wood surface needs to be sanded down.
Yes.
And then you're just going to apply your wood primer. No, they call it pink primer. So Dulux primer for wood.
Yes.
And you're just going to apply that as a base coat.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it's called pink primer, though not pink. It's
well,
just
it's called
pink
Dulux primer,
primer,
but everybody knows it as the pink primer.
Oh, I understand.
Right.
I understand. Okay.
And that's for your wood. And you leave that to dry, and then you apply your top coat or your on that.
Yeah. You say you leave that to dry. How, are we talking like 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
You're looking about 4 hours. 4 hours drying time. 4 to 6 hours. So it's not an easy process, but definitely well worth it.
All right. Okay. Right. Next surface you have is what is it? This is.
So that's any metal. Any metal or iron. You're also going to prep. So that's also to prevent rust. And even if a surface has not been prepped prior and it is a bit rusted, you can still use this and apply that, which will prevent further rusting.
Okay, so you wouldn't need to, let's say, take off the rusting. You can just kind of go straight on with it.
That's it. But also, of course, every surface needs to be sanded down to make sure that all, loose flaking paint or any dirt or so is removed.
Yes.
And look there. So that gives you a nice even surface to put your top coat on eventually.
I see you use the brush for both surfaces. Is there a reason for that?
You can do brush or roller, whatever is easier for you.
Okay, all right.
So
this one looks like it's a bit difficult to work on because it's got ridges.
Here we got concrete or any plaster, so any inside wall, outside wall that hasn't been painted before. So if you've just balled it, you're going to apply that. And then you use Dulux primer for plaster primer. Right.
All right.
And it's exactly the same thing. So it just preps the surface. Yeah, it looks a bit messy.
How thickly do you have to apply that coat, though? Is it just really just brushing it over so that there is a bit of primer?
Really brushing it over. You can do two coats. If the surface is quite porous, you can do two coats.
And in those two coats, would you then put the first coat, wait 4 hours to dry,
wait 4 hours and
another
do another coat, yeah.
4 hours to dry, and then you start painting the next day?
That's it. Yeah.
Just like that.
It doesn't happen overnight, but definitely well worth it, to ensure a successful paint project.
Okay. So over here we have, this is like ceramic tile.
This is a fantastic product called Dulux Super Grip. That product is used to prime any surface.
Yes.
So anything from ceramic tiles to porcelain to melamine, glass, any PVC even. So yeah. So also a very affordable way to redo your kitchen or your bathroom. If you've got those old tiles that don't look so good anymore, but you can't afford to replace the whole thing right now. Super Grip is your answer. So that basically makes the paint will stick to any surface that you can think of.
I'm going to repaint my grandmother's bathroom. Okay, great. Yes.
So here we've prepared a surface already. We've taken a porcelain tile with Super Grip, so that's dried, and you can see, so that's ready to be painted. So then you can take your top coat. In this case, we're using Lux Silk as a top finish, and you just paint that on. So you can see how beautifully that sticks. Look at that beautiful top finish, very smooth.
Okay, cool. Look at that.
There we go.
It looks so smooth, like you say, yes.
And that'll then stick on. So like I said, all those old kitchen tiles, old bathrooms, even Novilon and melamine.
Yes.
So.
But show me what would happen if you had to paint on a surface that wasn't prepped.
Right, so let's take that surface, for instance, that wasn't prepped.
Yeah.
It might look like this paint is going to go on right now. Okay. But in a few hours from now, or tomorrow, or a few weeks later, you can actually take your nail and just scrape it off.
Really?
and it'll start peeling off. So
Oh, wow.
you can see, yeah.
Okay, there we have it. Well, thank
Right,
you very
so
much, Bennum.
That's what the primers are all about, and
Yeah.
really just so essential, you know, to ensure a good, successful paint project.
I see you got some painting. It's okay.
Oh, that's
We
easy
just
to wipe
might put it for you.
on your
Sorry.
overalls.
Yeah, okay. All right. Anyway, so
Right.
as you know, we do give away that lovely little fluffy Dulux dog. If you have spotted it somewhere in our studio, all you have to do is go on Twitter, follow Let's Color SA, right? And once you've done that, tweet at Let's Color SA and hashtag Dulux Dog Spotted. Are you holding the dog? Oh,
Bring
there
your
it is.
hand later.
There it is. Hashtag
later.
Dulux Dog Spotted, and we'll announce the winner at the end of our show. Right now, though, it is time for our daily Dulux color tip with Sonia. Take a look.
Verfkleure kan anders vertoon as wat jy gehoop het. Dulux-kenner Sonika Bagstek gee raad.
Sonika, laas het ons gesels hoe lig kleur kan beïnvloed. Is daar enige ander faktore wat kleur kan beïnvloed?
Ja, die tekstuur van 'n verf is ook die oppervlakte kan 'n kleur beïnvloed. Byvoorbeeld 'n grower tekstuurverf maak 'n bietjie skaduwees wat dan die kleur dat donkerder vertoon as wat dit regtig is. Ander faktore van buite af, byvoorbeeld refleksies, byvoorbeeld van 'n swembad of 'n grasperk wat in die huis in reflekteer kan jou kleure beïnvloed, of byvoorbeeld sê net maar kleure wat mekaar beïnvloed soos 'n rooi muur teenoor 'n wit muur wat dan miskien pink kan vertoon.
Lees meer hieroor op dulux.co.za.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.